Hi kids. Okay, so today we're looking at one of two different types of paper lanterns that I'm going to demonstrate. If you have had me before, you have probably done this particular type of lantern before. In my class, we have typically done it around the Lunar New Year, the Chinese New Year, and we would often make it traditional colors, red, gold, and possibly with the cherry blossom on it, which is how I have done it for this particular example. So what I have done is I have taken a piece of construction paper, I used pink, and I used crayon for my cherry blossoms, and I have a Sharpie outline around them to try to make them a little bit lighter pink, like a white outside, and then a darker pink and brown inside. And then I have the stem connecting them, right, the branch. And what I've done is I've tried to make this match up so that if I roll the paper around here and I put it there, it only matches on the very end. You should probably make it match more like an inch or two in. If you want it to look like it continues around your lantern when it's finished, you'll want to make sure, anything matches up. Now what I'm going to do with this paper is I'm going to hold it landscape, and then I want to fold it up so that you're making it narrow. Once again, you're holding it landscape and folding up so that you're making it narrow. And then I'm going to crease this down the middle. So corner matched up, corner matched up, and fold. Now I want to make cuts, and I'm going to make them into my paper lantern, but I don't want to cut all the way through. If I go all the way through, I'll just cut pieces of my paper off, and that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to consider this part, the spine, this fold, as where I start my cuts, and then I'm going to stop here. So if you want to put a pencil line right about here, right, to let you know where to stop, that's fine. I'm going to show you just stopping as I cut. So if you want the cuts to be, the same distance, you can of course measure this. I'm not going to, but I am going to cut through the middle first. So once again, I'm starting on the seam and I'm cutting up to about there, right? Not all the way through. And now what I can do is I can make a cut in the middle here and here, and that will help to space this out. So I'll put a cut here, and a cut here. Once again, not going all the way through, I'm stopping at the same distance up. And then I'll make another cut in between each of these. So here, 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 and here. So here, whoop, here, here. It's getting floppy. And here. There we are. Okay, now when I open this up, it'll look like this. Now I have a stapler. Glue will work great as long as you can clip it with something to hold it. I'm going to use a stapler for time, and I'm going to roll this on itself. So once again, I have this cut like this, right? I'm holding it by either way, is the top or bottom. For me, it doesn't matter. For you, it might, depending on what your design is. And I'm going to fold this over on itself here. Actually, I want that one on the outside. Let's do that. That matches up better. And I'm going to staple it right up here. Now, students, if you are new to the stapler, have an adult help you, because stapling your finger it's not fun. It's just not fun. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. All right, so now I have my lantern stapled. Now there's a whole bunch of fun things you can do to the lantern. You can add tassels to the bottom. You can do that with a ribbon or pieces of paper, right? You can do a decorative tape around the border here. You can have a really beautiful tassel or top to hang it with. What I have here is just some, ribbon left over from the holidays or birthdays or whatever you have laying around. I'm going to cut it about this long. Now, the students in my class, when we did this, we would use a bigger piece of paper. So instead of it being, a 9 by 12 construction paper, it would be 12 by 18. And then what we were doing was we were snipping off the side of the paper first to be the handle. I don't know if you ever had me for that, but that's what we would do. And then I want it here and here. So if you want the ribbon on the outside, right, then you'll staple it or glue it with the ribbon on the outside. If you want it to hang like this with the ribbon on the inside, then you put the ribbon down in the inside and staple it or glue it there. And then again, you can have a lot of fun adding stuff to the bottom. Okay, I hope that this has been fun for you. This can be any design, any colored paper. It can be really beautiful, so it can be for any season. Have a lot of fun with it. Take care.